Hello Capricorn, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the second half of September. How are you guys? I hope you're doing well. This is a general reading as always. It will not resonate with every single person. So please do take from this what makes sense for you, your situation, and let the rest go. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below. And I will, as always, include a link to all of the card decks and creators that you see here today, Capricorn. So let's dive right into this. These are the three decks we'll be using for the focus messages. The first deck, aptly named, as this is an Issues, Shadows, and Challenges reading. This is the Issues deck by Fire Witch Tarot. And then we'll grab a message from the Sacred Karmic Shadow Work Oracle deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. And lastly, Divine Domestics, Soul Connections, Challenged Relationship Messages by Angelic Revelation 144. So Capricorn, let's get started. Let's take a look and see, first and foremost, what are the issues here when it comes to your connection with your person. And as always, cross watchers, anyone else who's been guided to tune in are welcome. So let's start. Let's grab this one here. Vibe Killer. Knows how to lower your energy. Happiness Assassin. Kills your vibe. Okay, so maybe that's how this person has affected you. Okay, so we're going to have to, of course, grab some more information from the rest of the cards to see why that is. But that's the first issue that is presenting itself here, Capricorn, for this connection. They kill your vibe. All right, so let's add to this. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn for this bonus reading. What else needs to come through here? All right, I want this card right here. Selfishness. So maybe whoever this vibe killer is in this equation, Capricorn, they're just thinking about themselves, you know? That's part of the reason why they are lowering your energy of happiness, because they're focused on their happiness, perhaps. Okay, so let's add to that. Let us add to that. And if that's the case, that certainly contributes to issues in the relationship. All right, so let's grab one from the Divine Domestics deck here. Guided to this card right here. Why do you try to downplay our connection, even when you know the importance it holds? You know who we are to each other. Why do you try to dismiss it? This really cuts deep, like a knife to the heart. Okay, and what I'm feeling from this, Capricorn, is the reason why this is going on is because they're self-absorbed. They're very selfish. They're just focused on themselves, whatever it is that makes them happy. And they're not even thinking of the connection per se. They're mostly focused on how it's affecting them and what truly contributes to their happiness. Okay, and clearly that's coming through here, hurting you. All right, so we're gonna add to that, of course, but that's what's coming through to start things off. Excuse me. All right, let's grab some insight from the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn for this bonus reading for the second half of September. What else do we need to know regarding issues, shadows, and challenges for this connection, and can it be overcome? We're starting things off with despair. Makes sense, you know, going back to this focus message. This really cuts deep like a knife to the heart. That's exactly how it's making you feel, you know, and that contributes to perhaps making you feel this energy of despair and that things are hopeless between you and your person, that things are falling apart. And right now you guys are clashing. There are too many conflicts, I feel, going on between the two of you. And as it says here, it's killing your vibe. It's killing your happiness here. They're very selfish right now. They're mostly focusing on their needs, their goals, their wants, their happiness. And, you know, sometimes that can be translated to be in the form of a karmic partner for some people. Excuse me. And then we have exhaustion. coming through here. What I'm feeling from you, Capricorn, is you've been going through this with this person for quite a good chunk of time, and you're just tired. You're exhausted. You are energetically depleted. Fatigue. It's all a part of the energy of this exhaustion card. What else, please, for Capricorn for this bonus reading? Angels and spirit guides. Yeah, solitary. So it makes sense why you would withdraw from a situation like this. Withdrawn, lonesome, single. And you know what I'm also feeling for some of you is your person maybe wasn't expecting you to withdraw. And maybe once you did do that, because they ended up hurting you, they miss you, they're lonesome without you. More than likely they're single right now, but you're single as well because you guys are not together more than likely. And there's just this energy of solitariness, you know, where you're both alone, just went your separate ways, and it hurts, you know. And this person downplaying the connection, as it says here, even when they know the importance that it holds between the two of you. Now, this is interesting. We have only you, fixated, attached, and hypnotized. What I am feeling from this energy, Capricorn, is once you decided to, for example, detach from them because they were a vibe killer, they were very selfish, they were mostly focused on themselves, very self-absorbed. The moment you took a step back, now they're fixated on you. Now they can't stop thinking about you. Now they're lonesome for you. When you guys were together, they were downplaying the connection, perhaps thinking that you were going to be there forever. And maybe there's a part of you that wanted to be there forever, but you weren't going to be a doormat either. The chemistry here, undeniable. That's coming through in that dialogue message as well. It keeps coming back to that. Why do you try to downplay our connection even when you know the importance it holds? You know who we are to each other. Why do you try to dismiss it? You know, so they're ignoring the chemistry basically because they were perhaps at that point in time just really focused on themselves. And you might also be dealing, some of you guys, with a narcissist. But the spark, the passion, the desire from that chemistry card, that's something that they can't deny. It's there, whether you guys are together in a physical sense or not. Even energetically, they can't ignore that. So, as I was mentioning here, somebody, more than likely you, Capricorn, walked away from this, released it, moving on, and maybe they can't handle it. And who can't handle it? More than likely, the masculine here. So it could have been this masculine who was the vibe killer here, who was being very selfish and was not recognizing how it affected the feminine here. So I'm not surprised to see this upheaval coming up next because this does represent a tower moment between the two of you. Shock, the unexpected, trouble. This masculine brought all of that on to this equation here. That's what's contributing to the issues and challenges of this relationship. So my feminines, I'm feeling that you walked away from this masculine who just didn't appreciate you perhaps for what you were bringing to the relationship. And then the moment you detached, the moment you took your power back and realized, you know what, I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not your doormat. I'm going to put myself first. All of a sudden, light bulb moment. They can't think of anyone else but you. They're feeling lonesome. They miss you. They're still feeling the chemistry. That's what I'm getting from that. Okay, so we're going to add to that with the Pining Rose Twin Flame Ascension deck. And of course, you don't have to identify with a twin flame connection. It's just the name of the deck. But if you do, wonderful. If you don't, it's okay. We're mostly focused on the messages here. And that applies too to any of the decks that I use that have the twin flame reference. If you're more comfortable using the soulmate term or soul connection, that's fine too. All right, Capricorn, what else? What else do we need to know here when it comes to this connection? What else do we need to know here? Subconscious. Okay, so maybe subconsciously this person is recognizing their actions and that they really contributed to the demise of the relationship. But maybe on the surface, you know, they're trying to act as if they're fine, everything's perfect, you know, that they're okay without you. But, you know, subconsciously, it's a whole different story here for this person. We have unlocked, and as you can see, there's a key right there. So perhaps, Capricorn, you have the decision to make here whether you want to unlock this door that perhaps you have closed when it comes to this masculine, my feminines. This masculine too has the power to unlock a brand new door to come towards you, correct, you know? But they're perhaps avoiding that. They are avoiding the issues here. And that as well is really contributing to why you guys had this Tower moment. Maybe they were just sweeping all of that under the rug and not really addressing the real issues in the partnership, you know? And what I'm also feeling from your person, Capricorn, is they know that it might fall on them to be able to create change and movement and communication. Maybe they're avoiding that for now because maybe they know you're still upset with them, or that you've moved on, or that you would reject them somehow. Could be any of that. But look at this. We do have a twin flame reference coming through here. This person could be your twin in this lifetime, Capricorn, but it's falling right below solitary, withdrawn, lonesome, and single. So you guys are two twin flames in separation right now. And then we have tragedy right after that. The tragedy in all this is that it could have been avoided. It didn't have to go down this path, but it is what it is, and that's where you're at. So it'll take your person having to create movement and change to fix what's broken in this partnership, to repair the damage, so that you guys can have a new beginning here. However, what I'm feeling for some of my Capricorns is you detached, you let go, you've released this person. Some of you guys, I'm feeling that you're actually in a good place in your life, perhaps. Maybe you've moved on to someone else, or you're interested in someone else at this point because you got tired of the drama that you were dealing with. Even if they are your twin flame, that doesn't guarantee that you guys are going to come back together. They're just coming through as your twin. You will forever feel drawn to this person, but that does not guarantee that you guys will live this life happily ever after together, because twin flame connections, as beautiful as they are, they can also be one of the most challenging type connections as well. Now look at this. Recognition falling right below chemistry. I really feel this masculine now finally recognizes that this chemistry that maybe they were trying to avoid and push it down and downplaying the whole connection. Once you guys went into separation, all of a sudden it's like, damn it, you know, we had this amazing chemistry between us and I've blown it. That's what I'm feeling from this masculine. And it makes such sense that this is coming through. Honor yourself, falling right next to letting go. And I really feel, my feminines, that's what you've done for yourself. You took the time to focus on you because you had a masculine who was just focusing on themselves. So you took your power back. You took it back and decided, you know what? I'm going to put myself on my own priority list. I'm going to make myself number one because I deserve it. So you let go. You detached. Last card, reversible. So this is a reversible situation. This can still be fixed between the two of you. I ultimately feel here, though, my feminines, that it falls on this masculine to be able to reverse this, to fix what has gone wrong here. Because I do feel, I'm just tapping into that very strongly here, that it's this masculine energy that really contributed to why you guys are not together right now. That's what's coming forward. All right, so let's add some tarot to this. So this is my brand new tarot deck. I've been introducing this in all my videos. And for anyone who's interested in learning how to read tarot for yourselves, this is a deck that I created to make it very easy to learn the meaning of each card. So the back of it has upright and reversed meanings for every card, and it makes it very easy to learn. There's no second guessing what each card means. It's right there. You know, so if that's something that you're interested in purchasing, I have since created, there's the version that you can purchase with the gold edging to it, and then I've also created a more economical version without the gold edging. So it's up to you which one you decide to purchase if that's something you're interested in. And that link to my deck shop, it is down below. All right, Capricorn, so let's continue here. Can this be fixed? Can this be reversed? Well, we've got the Ace of Swords. This is picking up off of air energy for some of you guys, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So I feel when it comes to this masculine, eventually this masculine will have a breakthrough and the clarity to be able to figure out what needs to happen here in order to fix this, in order to reverse this. You know, the Ace of Swords is about honesty and being able to just face the truth of a situation and to make sound decisions this time around. I feel this masculine could certainly have a lot of regrets over how things played out, how things fell apart. And the Ace of Swords too is about cutting things and people out of one's life. And I feel my feminines, perhaps you're able to resonate with this because you cut this masculine out of your life. You put yourself first. You walked away, you moved on, and that's not a bad thing at all. But you are also being offered a new opportunity to revisit this if that's something that you're interested in. And, you know, aces typically bring forward potential and a new beginning in scenarios. So that's certainly coming through here. Now, Capricorn, your own energy in the form of the devil is coming through here. So it is coming up in the upright. So the upright, the devil energy is tapped into depression, bondage, feeling bound to something or someone. Some of you guys might be dealing with addictions. There are so many types of addictions, so tailor it for how it makes sense for you. Whatever negative attachments or toxic attachments that you might be dealing with, that needs to be addressed. This devil energy too is someone who feels trapped. There's that energy of obsession. It's also focusing on the shadow self. So especially for my masculines, that needs to be addressed. The devil energy when it comes to relationships represents unhealthy relationships. And for some people, it taps into mental health issues. So however way that is presenting itself in your life, Capricorn, you can no longer avoid it. You can no longer sweep it under the rug. It needs to be addressed. It needs to be addressed, okay? And then we've got the King of Pentacles here. So my masculines could certainly be coming forward as this King of Pentacles once all of these issues of the double energy is dealt with, because the King of Pentacles is someone who's very secure. They are a natural leader. This is somebody who's faithful, could be a very mature, grounded individual, okay? The King of Pentacles wants something permanent and lasting, but if they're single, you know, they tend to come in, they tend to sweep you off your feet, but there's not that guarantee that they want to be able to commit. So it depends on if this masculine is really ready to commit or if they're just really wanting to, as this card states, stay single, stay solitary. It's up to this masculine because everyone's got their own free will, you know. So with the devil's energy right next to this king, there's some issues here that needs to be ironed out. So I'm not surprised to see the Two of Swords because there is a bit of a stalemate here for now. Tough decisions that this masculine has to make. And he could certainly be feeling that he's at an impasse, that he's having a bit of a struggle making a decision here and feeling stuck in his own head maybe. You know, recognizing the chemistry, yes, but thinking is very different from doing. And right now I feel with this stalemate energy, this masculine is not ready to take action. Not quite yet. I feel he's still avoiding it. I'm saying he and him for the masculine, but if it's, you know, different for your situation, absolutely tailor it for how it makes sense for you. And then we've got the Judgment card coming through here, Capricorn. So the Judgment card is an awakening. It's redemption. It's a reincarnation. Some sort of transition going on here in this situation. There is this need for forgiveness. There's somebody here, more than likely the masculine, who is seeking reconciliation with the feminine, but is in need of forgiveness for how he killed the vibe in the overall energy of this relationship. Feeling very selfish, just thinking about himself. I really feel this masculine regrets it now, you know? And my feminines, you're coming through as this Queen of Cups. So your king can eventually come towards you, but right now there's a stalemate. So it might take some time for this masculine to unlock this door to come towards you. But there is a reversible energy here, so that might just happen. So the Queen of Cups, someone who's very compassionate, very caring, very emotionally stable and intuitive. So my feminines definitely tap into your intuition and just know and believe that if this is meant for you, then it will return. The Queen of Cups represents a mother figure also. Some of you guys might have already had children together or children from previous relationships. This is someone who's mature and emotionally stable. I just feel for my masculines, they need a little bit more time to be this mature, grounded person with the King of Pentacles energy. And lastly, we have the Chariot. So for some of you guys, specifically Cancer, for your person, it is in the upright. So there's movement eventually that will come in here, moving in a very different direction. A successful outcome here, a very triumphant energy is represented by this Chariot. You will overcome these issues and challenges, Capricorn. But your person, especially if you're feminine tuning in, your masculine, needs a little bit more time, I feel, to iron out the issues within himself so that those issues will not be a part of your relationship. Okay? So let's add to this with some additional guidance from the Love Games deck. This is by Sister Moon Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. For this bonus reading, what else do we need here? What else do we need to know? So it can be overcome for sure. And there's a twin flame connection represented here. We have clinging, okay? So Capricorn, even though you guys are at a distance from one another, they might still be clinging onto you. Remember, they're quite fixated and attached to you, even though you guys are not in connection in the 3D world. Then we've got retreating. They want to be able to spend more time with you, to just have some alone time with you. Just the two of you, retreating away from the world, spending time together. That's what they're wanting eventually when they're ready. They want to be able to have more adventures with you, to be able to create happy memories, to add to the memories that you guys have already built together. We have coming alive, okay? So this is a relationship that can come back alive. Alive? I can't speak today. Come back to life. It can be revived here, guys. It can come back. It can. Okay. And then we have social media coming through also. Maybe Capricorn, while you guys are at a distance, they're checking you out on social media. That's how they're keeping tabs on you. Or you guys could be keeping tabs on each other on social media. But yeah, this can be brought back to life, this relationship. Okay, so let's add to this. I wanted to grab some messages from the Twin Flame Angel Numbers deck. This is by Mystic Moon. So let's see what messages come through from here, since we clearly have a twin flame connection that's represented in this reading. All right, what are the messages for this bonus reading? Angels and spirit guides for Capricorn, please. 2323. Tap into the energies of your twin flame connection as a source of creative channeling and expression. I feel that's really needed here right now because you guys are not together. You know, so tapping into their energies from a distance, energetically, telepathically, pay attention to your intuition, especially my feminines. The energies that you are sending your twin masculine, they're picking up off of it. So if you're still really pissed off and unhappy with them, they're picking up off of that. But what's actually going to help this situation is if you're coming from a place of forgiveness, of love, and just being open to the possibilities of a reconnection. And if that's what they're picking up off of, then that's what's going to help them heal and come towards you sooner rather than later. We have 0330 coming forward. This is a green light from your angels. The answer is yes. So as far as coming back together, having a reconciliation, getting past the hurdles of this relationship, yes, you guys can do it. Absolutely. And maybe this masculine needed some sort of sign like that green light to let this masculine know. It's like, okay, now is the time. And if he hasn't gotten that signal, perhaps that's why, you know, things haven't quite moved thus far. But I feel eventually there's a really good chance that that can happen. What else, please, for Capricorn? What else? What else? What other numbers? We've got 1212. Your guardian angels are protecting you and this connection always. How beautiful. So even at a distance from one another, your guardian angels are watching out for you guys and hopefully directing you back towards each other. What else, please, for Capricorn? 0550, your angels say to wait and bide your time for better results. Yes, that's because I feel this masculine isn't ready. So this is something that can't be rushed. The movement from the Chariot will eventually come when the time is right. So just have some patience, my feminines. Eventually, I really do feel that this masculine will unlock a brand new door for you guys to come back together. And then 105 is also coming through here. Your intuition is divinely guided. So trust all that you are being shown at this time. I really feel this more so for my feminines. Your spirit guides, your angels, they're definitely showing you what it is that you need to see at this point in time when it comes to your masculine. And maybe for some of you, that's through social media. So if that makes sense, it's coming through here. All right, so let's add to this with some additional guidance. This is my sugar and spice oracle. So let's grab some messages from here, Capricorn. A little naughty, a little nice. So let's see if you get a naughty message or a nice one or a combination of both. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. What are your messages? What else do we need to know? All right, we have pancakes. Okay, so this is specifically air sign energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So if your person is an air sign, it's coming through here. I love how simple and uncomplicated our love is. Our conversations are pretty light, nothing too heavy. I can still taste your sweet kisses. You know how to tantalize and satisfy me without a single word. You're sheer perfection and I can't get enough of you. And I really feel, since you guys are at a distance from one another, they're still fantasizing about you, Capricorn. They definitely can still taste your sweet kisses, as it says here. They miss the conversations that you guys have had and just the 3D interaction. Next is pomegranate. You've had my heart right from the start. I'm good for you. You're good for me. That's all you need to know. I love you. Okay, so They're coming through here, letting you know that they love you, that you guys are good for each other. You guys just had some issues, some challenges that need to be dealt with, but the love certainly is still here. This is interesting. We now have fire signs coming through. So Capricorn, for some of you guys, dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. No one else stimulates my body with such passion, desire. I want you to touch me, squeeze me, hold me, taste me, kiss me, love me until you're dripping with sweat and I'm left drowning in your love. Let's overheat together. Okay, so those intimate moments, the sexual chemistry certainly is coming through here. Very fiery, very hot and steamy. And they're reminiscing about that. They're still remembering those times with you and they want more of it, I feel. And then we have time, okay? You and I, we seem to never have enough. Every moment I get to spend with you is a gift. They say good things come to those who wait. I'm willing to do that for you, for us. I know it all comes down to divine timing. Absolutely, you know, and there was that reference to waiting from the angel numbers, okay? Your angels say to wait and bide your time for better results, and that's exactly what this card is referring to as well. So there's this need to wait, Capricorn. Don't rush into anything when it comes to this. And for some of my feminines, there's nothing here for you to do. You simply need to wait for your masculine to create movement, to open up lines of communication between the two of you. But it looks really promising as far as the possibility of that happening. Okay, so let's add some dialogue here. This is the Thinking Man Oracle deck that I've created. This is my volume 2 deck. So let's add to this. Let's take a look and see what this masculine wants to say to the feminine. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn for this bonus reading for the second half of September. All right, masculines, what do you want to say to your feminine? I regret not telling you how very much I loved you. Is it too late for me to tell you now? Look at that. Avoidance. Remember, there's this avoidance energy. So some of my masculines perhaps were avoiding just saying those 3 words, I love you, to the feminine. And he regrets it. Next message, what I would give to be able to wake up next to you every morning of my life. So that looks like a masculine that's ready to commit long term. I'll be there. Maybe this masculine wasn't there for you before. And that's why we have this whole vibe that was just killed between the two of you. Downplaying the connection, downplaying the importance of what you guys mean to each other. But I feel with this recognition card, this masculine gets it now. We have, please answer, it's me. So for some of you, my feminines, maybe this masculine is trying to reach out to you, maybe on social media, maybe through a text or a phone call, or even an email somehow, or maybe knocking on your door and maybe you're not ready to answer. But he's clearly loud and clear coming through here. Please answer. It's me. Last one. I'm being divinely guided back to you. Will you take me back? There's that reference again. Okay, so there's this energy of divine timing, your masculine being divinely guided back to you, feminines. So it, of course, is up to you if you're wanting to open up that door to give this masculine another try, another chance. All right, so let's give the feminines the opportunity to respond here. This is the Divine Feminine Confessions deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. All right, feminines, what do you want to say? What do you want to say? I hate being so committed to you, and I don't even get to see you or talk to you. Makes sense. Because I feel my feminines, you know, you could certainly still have so much love in your heart space for this masculine, but clearly you guys are not together. There's a part of you that was always committed to this connection, but this masculine fell short of that. But I feel in time, you know, you'll get your answer and be able to see that this masculine is ready to invest in the connection. What else, please? I wish you could see yourself through my eyes. You are all I've ever wanted. You know, I do feel this masculine has some growing up to do still, some maturing. And that's got nothing to do with the masculine's age. It's just something that is a part of this masculine's journey. And so this feminine is coming through basically saying, I wish you could see yourself through my eyes, because through my eyes, you're fine. You're perfect, just the way you are. You know, you're all I've ever wanted. Oh my gosh. Next message from my feminines. I'm so horny. So definitely wanting to have those intimate moments with the masculine still. And that did come through from the sugar and spice messages. Sweet kisses, the fiery sexual chemistry, it's still here. Next message. You shaped my life. Everything would be so different hadn't we met. So if you guys never met, your lives would be going in a whole different direction. So I feel still, despite the challenges, Capricorn, that you guys are still a blessing to each other. Helping to shape each other, not just the feminine. Look at this. I've shut down parts of myself only you can open. Okay, well, here we are with that key to unlock what is closed. Okay, so that's what's coming forward from the feminine energy here. All right, so let's add to this, Capricorn. Let's see what else needs to come through. So let's grab some insight from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. What else do we need to know here? We have more. I was sure what we had wasn't the love I was looking for. That it was something that I could find with someone else who could offer me more. More love, more sex, more of everything I was looking for. Someone who had more, wanted me more, needed me more. Now there's nothing more I want than to come back to the someone who had it all to begin with. You. Is it too late? You see, Capricorns, they've got some major regrets here. That you guys parted ways to begin with. They thought that they could find better outside of this connection, and they couldn't. The next message. Cozy. Loneliness can feel so cold when we allow ourselves to wallow in that darkness. It's amazing how uplifting and comforting the right person, the right kind of love is. This is how your love makes my heart feel. Warm, loved, cherished, even on the coldest of days. And I really feel here, Capricorn, they didn't realize a lot of this until you guys went into separation. Yep. What else, please, for Capricorn? What else do we need to know? We have Prism. I've spent way too much time saturating myself in sadness over losing you. I couldn't rush my healing. I had to be patient, be gentle and kind with myself, to cry, to feel the pain, fall to my knees in prayer, and find that glimmer of hope in the prism of my heart. I'm back. What I'm feeling from this, especially when it comes to my feminines, when you guys went into separation, and even if you were the one that had to let go and walk away, that didn't make the journey, the breakup, the separation any easier. You know, it was very difficult. Lots of tears, lots of pain. It was not a quick process. You had to have patience to be able to heal from that type of hurt, that type of heartbreak. And so what I'm feeling here, in the sense that you're back, that you have overcome that. And maybe by overcoming that, you've learned a lot from this experience. You've gained a lot of wisdom from it. And perhaps when this masculine reaches out to you, you'll be in a better position to accept what it is that they have to offer, if you're open to that. For others, this is simply you taking back control of your life and are simply open to finding love elsewhere. Because I really don't feel that every single Capricorn tuning in is going to want to take a person back that ended up hurting you. It's up to you, of course, if it can be repaired and if it's truly a reversible situation. Yes, some of you guys would be interested in reconnecting, but there are those of you, I feel, who have done so much work to heal from this experience that you're much better off, or at least feel you're much better off without this individual, and you're ready to find love in a very different direction. And then we have rejuvenation. Okay, I still feel this for my feminines. Rest, that's what I need. I haven't had the opportunity to put myself first in so long. I've always put you first, but you never appreciated it. It was exhausting trying to make someone happy that couldn't even find happiness within themselves. This is my time, restoration time. And when I'm ready, love will find me again. And that's exactly what I was referring to. And it's interesting how we've got exhaustion right here. So I really feel for my feminines, you're able to relate to this. You were tired. You were tired of putting in all the effort into a relationship where perhaps it was one-sided, because you were dealing with a vibe killer of a masculine who didn't appreciate the connection and was downplaying it the whole time you guys were together. Very selfish vibe from this masculine, but they've learned from it, okay, or are in the process of learning from it. And it's up to you, of course, if you accept them back. The opportunity could certainly present itself. Let's grab a couple more here. We have lessons, for sure, lessons for some of you. Sometimes love puts you where you need to be. Sometimes it derails you and saves you from what you thought you wanted, because there's something, someone better, taking you down broken roads, teaching you lessons that need to be learned. And sometimes it brings you back to the beginning, that first love, because that is where you belong after all. I feel for some of you this applies, that this is a first love and you guys had to go into separation because there were lessons that needed to be learned here. And ultimately, it's going to bring you guys back to the beginning because you guys were right for each other all along. Okay? And last one, look at this, commitment. Who would have thought one day, one smile, one person could change another's path? A shared vision, a shared destiny, a shared love that will last beyond this lifetime. So I don't feel you guys are here yet, but eventually there's a really good chance that this is where you guys are headed. So give it a little bit more time, have some more patience when it comes to that outcome. There's a really good chance you guys are heading in this direction. Okay, so let's close this out with some healing messages here, Capricorn, from your angels. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. Some final thoughts, final healing messages. We have intention. This is my law of attraction card from this deck. Whatever your intentions are, Capricorn, as long as you are coming from a place of positivity and love, not only for yourself, but for the intentions that you're putting out there, then you certainly have the capability of manifesting whatever your goals, desires are, whether that's tied into your love life or not. So definitely make your intentions count. Be very crystal clear about what it is that you're wanting. Truth and integrity. This is coming forward as a healing message because this is what is needed between you and your person. As long as you're both coming from a place of truth, living your truth, and that's what you're bringing to the table with this reconnection, you guys are going to be okay. Romance. When it comes to your love life, things are going to be escalating and moving forward when the time is right. And again, we've got references here to a twin flame bond that you share with your person, Capricorn. And then we have healing, okay? Healing message from a healing deck. This can be physical healing for some of you. Perhaps some of you guys have been dealing with health ailments, and if that is the case, the angels are certainly helping you to heal from that, and just overall healing in whatever area of your life needs it. It's coming through here from your angels that they're helping you through whatever area needs healing. And certainly broken hearts, healing in that way, that is being assisted at this time as well. All right, Capricorn, so that's what I've got for you. So much coming through here in this reading, but ultimately it looks really promising that you and your person can still work this out. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.